Good morning, my name is Steven. Welcome day 7, or actually to day 8. It's the last day of the 1-week cruise, but of course we're going to be doing a back-to-back, so we're going through the entire process of disembarking the ship and getting right back on the ship. We'll see how that entire process goes. We are just now arriving into Los Angeles, as you can see right below me, where we started it all 1 week ago. We're back. It is now 6:30 in the morning. Not a lot of time left for the guests aboard. When you get off a ship, usually they want you to get out of your cabin as soon as possible, but thankfully Royal Caribbean is doing something a little bit different, trying to make the process much easier for all of us and much safer. They're having guests stay inside their cabin until their number is called, which is a completely different process than most other ships. I just got off a Disney cruise and even they had us go wait in lounges. They don't want you to wait in the room. They want you out as soon as possible. Royal, totally opposite setup. They want you to stay in the room, wait for your number to be called, then go disembark the ship. We had to get a COVID test yesterday. We took that in advance. Thankfully, we all tested negative because it is required to get on the ship that you test. So Royal provided a complimentary one for us. I'll be honest, I don't really know what the rest of the process is gonna look like. I kind of just know that we got tested and that's it. Yeah, actually, oops, I'm sorry. I guess we'll figure out together what it's gonna be like. Day after Thanksgiving, that means Christmas has officially started, even though it started like a month ago, according to stores, but got my Christmas mask and my Christmas shirt today to celebrate the holidays. Thanksgiving's officially over, so now that means it's officially Christmas now. Now we can actually celebrate Christmas. We are still working on packing up. We are in a different cabin, so we do have to pack up. If you are changing cabins, the good thing is you don't have to put your suitcase out last night with everyone else. That's typically how the process works, the day before you put your suitcase out. But when you are doing a back-to-back and you're changing cabins, you can put out your suitcase before 9 a.m. today. So this will be going out. We have it re-tagged for our next cabin and next cruise. Oh, it is almost time to say goodbye to this cabin, but before we do that, we'll be heading over to Windjammer for breakfast and hopefully saying goodbye to some of our family.
Can I make fresh for you?
Last breakfast. Oh, that was the last breakfast in Windjammer. I know I have 3 more breakfasts on board, but it still feels, I still feel it.
Be there.
Yeah, you guys aren't gonna be here anymore.
You're gonna miss us.
It's just not gonna be the same anymore. Yeah.
The fun is leaving.
All the
today.
fun is leaving. It's unfortunate.
That's right. There you go.
Goodbye one last time.
Bye.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Gonna miss you.
Yes, indeed.
Hope to see you on another cruise adventure.
Yes.
Bye, bees.
We may be very lucky to be staying on the ship and not have to say goodbye to the ship, but it is still so sad to say goodbye to all of our family and friends. They're the ones that make the cruise, you know. They are the fun. We've had a blast with everyone. I am so sad to say goodbye. I mean, we'll see them again, obviously. I mean, we're not too far, but it is sad to continue on the adventure without them. You know, it's got to be done. Someone has to do it. Someone has to continue the adventure, and I guess we'll do it. You know, I mean, it's a burden that we'll have to take on, I guess.
Okay. Thank
Alright,
you.
sweetie. Take care. Bye-bye. See you around.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, sweetie. Bye.
Big special thanks to Edna for cleaning and keeping everything clean in our cabins and doing all the towel animals.
And making
They were amazing.
our bed too.
We're now on the move. It's time to go. Time to say goodbye. Well, I guess we've already done saying our byes. Now it's time to head down to Star Lounge. Yes, that's where we're going to be checking in. And that's where we're going to go for our reboarding process. The only problem is it's actually a little late. We were supposed to be there at 9. It's already 9:15. Hopefully it's okay. But we got everything settled in our cabins. Now we're ready to go down to Star Lounge and see. Let's hurry up and get back on the ship.
How you doing? I'm sure you need information or no?
Yes, sir. What's your order number?
1120.
We got our new room numbers, and we're just gonna camp out here in Star Lounge until we're good to get back on board and everything's all cleared out. So I guess at this point we're just waiting. So we're ready for the new cruise, and it's already coming. It's almost here. One's ending and another one's beginning. Amazing. Goodbye, Navigator.
See you
real soon.
See you real soon. Going down to 0 count. Good night.
Bye.
You should all
Yep.
right? Steven?
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're now officially off Navigator of the Seas. Gonna be stepping off right now. Gonna miss you. But now it's time to head to customs, which is gonna be a completely different mess. Probably check back after customs. We're not allowed to record in customs. Actually, I'm not allowed to record that process either. I'm surprised no one got on me for it. So made it through customs. Now it's time to go all the way back around and get back on the ship. Just as a quick update, we got off the ship, went through customs. They took our old SeaPass cards. We'll get that back on board. No, just a regular vlog. You want to say hi?
Hey, what up, my people? Hey, where you going? You just got off?
Just got off.
Double
Went back on.
whammy?
Yep.
He's a rock star.
Porter here, ice cold porter, man. You know we out here, man.
Porters are having too much fun, but thanks to them for getting our luggage on. They're not doing it this time, but they did last time. They got it to where it needed to be, so thank you to them. Okay. We have the line to get for the back-to-back. This is where we lined to queue up last time. There's 105 of us that are doing the back-to-back from 7-night to the 3-night. Here we go. We get to go back through security one more time to get back on board. Got off to go back through security. Everyone that's doing the back-to-back is now sitting here waiting before they let us back on board. It's 0 count right now, but there's a little bit of time before we can finally get back on board. A lot of waiting around. Just want to give a mention that this would be a great time that we could watch the safety briefing. In order to reset the app, it doesn't do it automatically. You have to do it yourself. Change the sailing, change it to the current sailing, your next sailing when you're on a back-to-back, and then you'll be all set. I do recommend though, as soon as you do that and you're waiting to get back on board, watch the safety briefing, get it done now. There's no point in waiting. Then as soon as we get back on board, we can visit the assembly station and do it right away. All right, it's time to go.
So it'll be
Go
quicker.
up that way through the stairs, but we're gonna take the elevator for Uncle Brian so we get a scooter up. All right, there's the ship once again, ready to get back on board. There seems to be a lot of confusion between everyone here at the port. Seems to be a lack of communication. They're not sure what's going on. Could have definitely been worse.
Let them know that it wasn't that bad. It's just one connection didn't talk to the other connection.
Those on the ship that are dealing with it aren't really fully talking to the people who work at the port, because you got to remember those two are separate. Yes, they work together to get all the guests on board, but on the same token, those on the cruise and those here at the port, they are separate teams.
Agreed. I think it went pretty smooth, actually.
Good to be back on
It
board.
took about an hour.
Yeah, only took an hour. That was the entire process of going through a back-to-back. Hope that clears things up. If you decide to do a back-to-back yourself, maybe it'll ease your mind on how simple the process is, or whether or not you want to go through that process of going back-to-back, or if you're just living the dream through these vlogs, whichever one. It's almost 11 o'clock. We have a full day ahead of us. A full cruise, full 3-night cruise. It'll be a long time before we have to come back to this port in Los Angeles. So excited. Amazing. The ship is empty right now. Only 105 guests on board. Hi again.
I know you're staying on with us, man.
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you.
Good to have you back, my brother. You're still here.
Good to be back.
I'm telling you.
Looking forward to seeing you a lot more.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's nice when you get recognized by some of the crew because you're continuing on. These are all the first check-ins. Make sure, if you're going on a future cruise on Navigator Seas, please make sure you get an early check-in time. 30 days before, check in and get that earlier time. Don't wait till the last minute, or else you're gonna have to come at 2:30 or 3. And you don't want to do that. Trust me, you want to be one of the first ones aboard, so get 11:30 or 11. Those are the first times you can check in. All right, guests are coming aboard. It's a great, exciting, brand new cruise to them, but of course, being a back-to-back is a great feeling as well. Speaking of being a back-to-back, we have a dedicated dining for lunch, which is really cool. So all 105 of us that are doing the back-to-back get to enjoy lunch at the dining room. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to go to the dining room for lunch. You'd have to go to Windjammer or you'd have to go to Promenade. And taking a look at the menu, we have for starters split pea soup, Caesar salad, and oven-baked scallops. Then for the main course, it's spaghetti. Spaghetti. Blackened Cajun chicken, slow braised beef short ribs. Then for desserts, of course, your favorites, royal cheesecake, dark chocolate cookie, and a selection of ice cream. The menu for the lunch isn't that special, but it is nice that they have a nice, small, simple menu. It is better than having to go to Windjammer every single time, so I'll take that any day. Here we got the braised short ribs. This looks a little different from the last one we had at dinner. Just as soft, very tender. First bite on the 3-night. Let's see if it's any good. This is a better first day bite than what we had in the Windjammer. I recommend if you're back-to-back, make sure you catch this lunch because it's really good. Get the ribs. That was the special dining for lunch for the back-to-back guests. It was really good lunch, really good lunch. Glad to have service in the main dining room. It's weird, I have a need to say that it's time to go explore the cruise, but we kind of already done that. I've been here for a little bit, so we kind of know what's going on. But we do have a few friends that we are looking forward to meeting up with today. They're joining us on this 3-night. So yes, we lost family, but of course we're gonna be gaining others to cruise around with for this 3-night, which is very exciting.
Troll?
What are you doing on this cruise?
Just
Literally
we just
walked on.
yeah, we just came.
That's right. Joel from Nerds Doing Things is joining us on this cruise. Very excited. How's it feel to be on a cruise?
baby. Let me see this. We're here. Finally. Jeez, that took forever. So like, yeah, so they it's kind of weird. They like check the bag or whatever, and they like put the little tag on it, and they're like, oh, you can just walk in with it. And it was this huge suitcase, Star Wars suitcase. And then I get through like to check in, they're like, you can't do that. It's too big. So then I had to walk out of that line, get back in that line. Like, it was terrible, but it's still good. Don't listen to them and check your luggage. Check your luggage.
Look at all those poor people down there still.
Actually, they're pretty rich because they just booked a cruise.
That's true.
Except for me.
Exciting. Still looks like it's a headache down there. I'm sure, again, with more time, this is only the second sailing now, but still a mess. Still a mess down there. Everyone's still learning what's going on, and I'm sure eventually the process will be down, maybe. Or maybe Los Angeles just isn't in. We're on board. It's a completely different vibe. Completely different. Doesn't even feel the same. It feels like we're on a completely different ship, different cruise. Everyone that we knew is gone, and now we gotta meet all new people. Wow, right off the bat, we got what do we got here? Tacos, quesadillas, some chips. Man, already kicking in the high gear right off the bat. Oh, yeah, let's go get you a drink.
Let's go get a drink.
Never been on a
I got
cruise
the bug
before.
already.
10 minutes, already ready to book another one. And the greatest thing is now that Navigator sees us here in LA, 3 nights galore.
Jump on board, come back, go to work. True.
We can totally do this again and
If
again.
they have this again, I'm doing it.
You'll leave really early, of course. You do a half day at work, leave by lunch, get here, board the ship,
Cheers.
then come back on Monday and go to work the same day. 3 nights. But you can get out for a great weekend. This time they have 2 pickleball nets. I miss Auntie Shirley and Uncle Ralph. They would be here on the courts right now, but they've gone home. I think they would have been really happy to see that there's 2 courts out. Unfortunately, I don't know why I didn't kick in until the second cruise. They're just a little late on that one, I don't know. You know, the exciting thing is even though this is not like day 1 for me, this is day 1 for Joel, so I get to live that experience again through him. But we gotta get you on Flow Rider. I didn't do this last cruise. I've never done it before. I've done so many Royal Caribbean cruises, never done this, but I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. You gonna try this?
I'm gonna try this.
He's gotta try. I'll try it with you.
Sorry
So
about that.
basically we went on Flow Rider and I said, hey Dad, can you record me when you get a chance? We're gonna be on Flow Rider. And he said, yeah, okay, let me just go back to the room real quick, get Alyssa situated. 1 hour later, after we've gone on at Flow Rider twice, went on 2 times, he comes up with the camera like, oh, here you go. Sorry, didn't mean
This means
to.
you gotta do it again, bro.
That just means we have to do it again. Don't know when we'll do it again, but we'll do it again. Flow Rider, that was an amazing ride. I mean, I think I did okay.
You did alright, it was good.
I actually got up on my knees. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. I got on my knees and lasted for like
Don't worry, I got
couple seconds. Yeah, Joel took his GoPro. He's smarter than me. He didn't give it to his dad, mainly because his dad's not on board. But
Don't throw your dad under the bus, man.
it's not his fault. It's
Be a
not his
dad,
fault.
bro.
He's doing his own thing. He's got other things to. No, but my sister even came up on the floor, right, like up on the deck before him.
Whatever, man. You ain't gotta put him on blast.
Yeah, he was doing things. It's okay. I'm just joking.
Dad's
but
doing things, you know what I'm saying?
But Flow Rider was awesome. We recommend it. Make sure that's like the first thing you do. They only do it for a couple hours, boogie boarding. Then they do stand-up, which is much more difficult. If you want to do stand-up, you have to be able to launch yourself on your own. They can't help you anymore because of the safety precautions. If you can launch yourself, go for it. But if you're a beginner like us, unfortunately, stand-up is not an option. So
I'm trying it though tomorrow. I am 100% trying it. Or today.
you should try it after you do a little bit of boogie boarding, so
I
you
did
kind of
boogie
warm up.
boarding,
You
bro.
could, no, that's what I'm saying. You
Let's
gotta
go.
warm up and then you go for it.
No, I'm going. Bro.
Anyways, that was awesome. But
Hey,
Flow
also-
Rider's awesome. I've been missing out my entire
Get a
life.
coconut lime, bro.
Oh, get a coconut lime. Great drink.
Best recommendation.
That
best
is
tip.
That is the #1 drink from lime and coconut.
It's amazing.
Get it. Oh, this door's a little plain. I think we're gonna have to change it out. Boom. There we go. Same magnets from the last cruise. Shout out to Jalen for making these. I appreciate it. I wish you were on board, Jalen. I really do. It's okay. The next cruise. We'll be together on the next cruise. But thank you for the magnets. It's still lame that I have these. I don't know why I'm doing this. Now, we're gonna go check out his cabin because he's got an ocean view. I've never even seen an ocean view. That's so below me that I don't even.
Okay, dude.
I'm just kidding. I've done an inside cabin. I've done a balcony. I've never done an
Dude,
ocean.
if you got good, you wouldn't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Get good, brother.
Yeah, you're right. You're gonna have to self-promote on your own door. Joel!
Stairs.
3724. Ding dong, ditch this guy.
Bored.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. By the time this video comes out, it's gonna be too late. We're gonna be off the ship. Don't do that. But true. Don't ding dong ditch 3724. I'd feel bad. There's gonna be some random people that's just gonna get hit. Ready to open it up. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Ta-da!
Alright.
You gotta.
Yeah, inside?
You gotta push it. It's a push.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, it's a little smaller.
Alright, Joel, this is where you're staying for the next 3 beautiful nights aboard Navigator of the Seas. Are you excited?
I am actually stoked, dude. It's small, but I like it, man.
I'm just taking Joel around, showing him all the different places, and he's so stoked, so stoked. I mean, this is his first ever cruise ever, like first cruise ever. This is it. This is the make or break. So the next 3 nights, like, yeah, we just spent 7 nights talking about how great the cruise is it worth it, all that stuff, the holiday cruise, fantastic, good and all. But this 3-night cruise, we're gonna be talking more about, as a first-time cruiser, this is a great start. And we're gonna be living through Joel because I'm kind of already been on a few cruises. It's kind of what I do. The crowds are definitely much worse on this cruise. There's gonna be 1,000 more people than there were on the last cruise that we dealt with. And it shows right here at the guest service desk. Whoa, what a line. Even looking at the internet desk, that is way worse than it was last time. Even here in Cafe Promenade's much busier. One thing to note, there's so many more people aboard this cruise than the last one. 1,000 more, it's showing. Everything is just really busy. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting cruise because I think we're getting close to that capacity. Joel needed to come to the ATM, but I want to note, you better bring your own money ahead of time. They do charge you a lot at this ATM.
We'll see.
Sorry, Joel, no money in the account. Can't get anything.
Yeah, right. $6.50. It is $6.50.
$6.50 transaction fee.
That's like 1 drink. We're good.
That's crazy. All right, we decided to come out to the top deck, and oh my gosh, El Loco Fresh is so popular. That line really stretches all the way out there. Way back there, the pool's popping. Everything is in high gear. This is not the cruise I was on last week, let me tell you. Completely different vibe for the 3 nights. Captain James.
Currently, 445 guests have yet to complete the mandatory safety briefing.
We're having the same problem that we did last week, where 500 guests at 4 o'clock did not complete the safety briefing. Guys, if you go on this cruise, make sure that's the first thing you do. Don't put it off. Don't make us wait in port for so much more longer. When you delay the ship, we get to the next port later. It happened last time. We were delayed for 2 hours. We were supposed to get in at 10. We got in at 12:30. So make sure you show up on time, please. But I think we're gonna probably leave late again today, just the way it's sounding. Everyone should already have it done, but 4 o'clock, still not done. 500 people left. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. But here we are back on the top deck. You see Flowrider. We were doing this just a couple hours ago, but now it's a standing session. In order to partake in the standing, you have to be able to launch yourself. Can't have them help you launch. Can't launch yourself. You gotta pay $70 for lessons to do standing, or you have to go do boogie board. So make sure you're a professional like this guy over here. Yep. It is definitely much busier aboard, but hey, that's okay. That's good. If we want to keep Royal Caribbean out in Los Angeles, cruises need to look like this more often. Yes, it may not be as fun, but hey, this is what we need. Come aboard. It's a great cruise. I recommend it 3 nights on the weekends, 4 nights during the week. I recommend any cruise you can get on board Navigator of the Seas. It was a fun trip. Last week was amazing, so I am so excited for 3 more days aboard this cruise. I have no idea where Joel went. I have no idea. He just kind of went off on his own thing. But right now they're doing the safety spiel. The captain's doing that. They sounded the alarm just earlier. Really loud, so I recommend cover your ears whenever that happens. But hey, you know, hopefully you never hear that on an actual emergency. You know, hopefully you just hear that in practice. One of the weird things is I've been recognized a few times because I posted my videos, a couple of videos already by this point. So a few people have recognized me from the last vlog. That's kind of cool. It's weird to me because I've never really been recognized doing vlogs. So if you see me, hey, say hi to me. I love talking with you. It's an amazing thing. If you have any questions, I mean, obviously I'm not going to see you on the cruise anymore because I'm not going to be doing it. But if you ever see me, you know, say hi. If I could get into my room, that'd be cool too. It's almost time for dinner, and Uncle is just laying here. We got to go to dinner soon. 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Got to get ready. We got the prime rib back again tonight. You didn't like that, did you?
No.
Oh well. Yeah, it has been really cool to have been recognized a few times on this cruise so far. Please, if you've said hi to me, hey, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you really enjoy the videos if you've gotten this far. Just wanted to give a quick look outside the balcony, one last look of Los Angeles before the next time we come back, and we'll be really sad because that's it. One more 3-night. We're not going to be doing another back-to-back. I wish. We were talking to a couple earlier that had mentioned that they're going to be doing another back-to-back. They did a back-to-back. They did the last cruise. They're doing this cruise, and they're doing the 4-night after this. So that is an amazing amount of cruises. I wish I could do 3 cruises back-to-back-to-back. 10 days is enough. I can't ask for more. This is more than enough for me. I'm more than lucky to be able to do this. Really happy. Very excited for this second cruise. We found Joel again. We're ready to go to dinner. Main dining room. Where were you? I don't know.
Full exception.
Yeah, one of the biggest complaints we have though is the elevators have been really bad since the last cruise. I mean, it takes a long time now. But I found out the max capacity actually is 3,950 guests. So we have 2,400 out of 3,950. That's like 60%, somewhere in that range. So it's not bad. Another great evening in the main dining room. We are switching places though, so it's gonna be a little weird. We were over there, now we're over there. Hi Roz, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Our new seat for the evening. Right next to the window. Awesome, we get to see pitch black every night. Alright. Excited for your first dinner here in the main dining room, Joel?
Yeah, there's no menu, but let's do it. Oh, is this the menu?
The QR code, yep. That is the thing.
Let's go.
Our new waiter and assistant waiter. I wonder if they're going to live up to our prior ones. Just wanted to say it's a little weird being at a different table with a completely different view. Alright, just a quick update. Not that you can actually see it from our window, like it's really slight, but we are finally moving away from the port. We are setting sail. Only 2.5 hours late, but hey, you know, who am I to judge? They were calling the same 5 people over and over and over again to go do the life jacket drill. Alright, so Joel's going to try escargot. For the first time ever.
First time ever.
Dude, I would be scared if I were you. Gosh.
I actually am, dude. It's a snail, right? Like actually a snail?
Not like a garden snail.
Not a garden snail.
Like a home snail. Like what is it? What is?
No, it's like a sea snail.
It smells good though because of all the butter and garlic. It's good until you think about what you're eating.
Don't even think that.
True. It's so good. I say it's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It's really good. I'm just scared about it. That's about it. It's good.
All right, Joel got his first dinner, his first entree. Let's go. The New York steak.
I'm excited.
Why did you get 2?
So
that one's very tender.
Okay, thank you.
Right?
Good.
It's good.
Very good.
And it has my favorite vegetable. Asparagus.
You love asparagus? Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
Really?
No shot. Joel, not even being on a cruise for a full day, already has 2 desserts.
Hey man, I was told the cake is better than the apple tart or apple blossom, whatever.
79?
It's so good.
Yeah, I've heard that's the best.
So good, dude.
That's everyone's favorite.
The frosting or cream or whatever is amazing, man. It's so amazing. It's better than the tart or apple blossom, which is still good though. So I'm eating both.
Another great night in the main dining room. It's just, at this point, it's getting a little redundant because we've already seen this menu before, so I can't do it again. But great night, happy to be back. A little weird that it's a lot less people, but that's okay. Still fantastic, still fantastic. Now it's time to go see the show. We got a different headliner for the first night. I'm not sure who it is. We'll check back with who it is. All right, today's theater show is Kiwi Rogers. Heard he's really funny from the crew. Excited to see what he's about.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Are you ready to be back cruising? You are meant to be, let me tell you this, you are meant to be the 3-day LA crowd. And that's what you give me, right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to pretend that never happened, because that, to be honest, was quite embarrassing for you, not for me. So we're going to do it all over again, and you're going to elevate that 10 times higher, all right? Let's put it happen. Connor will do it again. Would you mind? Toby will do it again as well, please. One more time. Thank you. Your host, your cruise director, Tom Hopkins.
No filming there, homie. You can't videotape. Turn it off. Snapchat. Do you understand what the hell I'm saying? No video. No video.
Sad I couldn't record it, but hey, it's all good. It only took me a full week to get told not to record, but he was really funny. Kiwi, amazing comedian. Even made a little fun of Alyssa. That's what happens when you sit in front for a comic. Yeah, be prepared to be made fun of. I do want to mention for sure though, that this crowd, much more louder, much more interactive. Last cruise, they would ask for like applause, it just wouldn't be there, and they didn't really follow up with it. But this one, they went for it and they got it. Your 3-4 nights are gonna be a lot more younger crowds. 7 nights will be a lot more of the older crowds. Different atmosphere every time.
All right, let's take Joel up to the front of the ship. I talked a little bit about it last time, saying this is really a really great experience to go do at least one time. Joel being the first time cruiser, we get to see if he really thinks it's a great thing to do. It's gonna be scary. All right, we just got back from being out in the front of the ship. If you haven't seen my whole, like I went out there twice in one vlog, so I don't want to show it anymore. But Joel, how was it
awesome.
like? Yeah,
it was awesome. I love like astronomy and like astrophotography. And seeing ships in the distance and just darkness is so cool, and that was amazing. All the stars, you see land on one side and boats on the other. It was so cool. You have to do it at night, and then we're gonna do it tomorrow during the day. So I would say definitely you have to do it at night. There's no one out there, there's tons of people on the ship, and there's 0 people out there right now.
it's crazy. We're the only 2 people out there.
And it's only what, probably like 10:30.
It's almost 11. It's almost 11. But I totally could have pushed Joel off the ship and no one would have even known.
Wow.
It would have been fine. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't push you off, Joel.
Good luck, man. It's like 300 pounds.
I just wanted to mention that definitely the 3-night cruise, much more active. Cosmopolitan, it's popping tonight. It's popping tonight. Last week, completely dead. But this week, it's going. It's happening right now. 3 nights, crazy. You can't miss it. Can't miss it, honestly.
All right, well, that was the evening. We kind of hung out. Joel and I met some really cool people on board this cruise. Totally different atmosphere than what the last cruise was. I mean, it's such a weird and peculiar feeling. I've never felt anything like this before. To go from a 7-night to a 3-night, I feel like the cruise is over, but yet it's just beginning right now. And 2, the atmospheres are completely different. Went from a family cruise for Thanksgiving to a party cruise because it's the first 3-night cruise. And typically 3-night cruises are a lot more packed in with younger crowds because it's 3 nights. That's a good getaway vacation just to go out and have a great time. So if that's what you're looking for, the 3-night cruise on Navigator of the Seas seems to be it. We've had a lot of fun. The venues are a lot more filled. The audience reactions are a lot higher. Great show, great everything. Honestly, great. Last week was amazing, but this week is gonna be completely different. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure to stay tuned. Check out tomorrow's video whenever that comes out. We'll be having a day at sea, our last day at sea aboard Navigator of the Seas. Make sure to check that out. As always though, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.